I think imposing a blanket 20-mile-an-hour speed limit on areas is absolutely not right.
It's not blanket though, is it?
It doesn't reflect people's priorities. People are dependent on their cars for their day-to-day journeys, and these kind of blanket bans aren't the right proportionate approach. But also, it comes on top of this other policy, not to build any new roads as well. Like, when you take these things together, it seems like an attack on motorists, and it's rightly received the opposition that it deserves.
I do have to pick you up. It's not a blanket ban though. It's not a blanket speed limit. There's 30 miles, 40, 50, 60, 70, so it's not blanket.
Well, I don't think that's quite right. I mean, look, the opposition in Wales is clear. You don't need to tell you. You've seen the unprecedented amount of opposition to the policy.
Sure, but language is important, isn't it? And if you're going to call it a blanket speed limit, it's not blanket.
Well, as I said, I think, look, so you've seen the opposition from people in Wales to this policy. I'm very clear. You've seen this. Look, it's not alone. Labour mayor in London imposing the ULEZ charge, £12.50 on ordinary families when they're just trying to get their kids to school, take them to football practice, go weekly shopping, or get to work. But those aren't the right values of the British people who do rely on their cars to get around, and we should be supportive of them.
And I will say again, I hate to disagree with you, but it's not a blanket speed limit. But is it all about politics? Is it because it's a Labour Welsh government and that you don't like the fact that they've introduced it?
No, this is about doing the right thing for people across the country. Now, I think people can see what you get with the Labour Party in Wales. As I said, they don't reflect people's priorities. It's kind of war on motorists, whether it's this 20-mile-an-hour blanket ban, whether it's ULEZ in London. We understand and respect that people do rely on their cars to get around. That's why I cut fuel duty significantly as Chancellor. That's why we're not imposing these types of policies on people. And what I'm doing is just getting on and delivering for the people of Wales.
I won't pick you up again, but it isn't a blanket ban. But your job was to bring stability to the country and to the party, but the polls in Wales are showing consistently that you are down at 19% and Labour is at 50%. So whatever they're doing that you are not happy with, they're doing right, and you're doing something wrong.
No, I'm just focused on delivering for people. I set out 5 priorities at the beginning of the year, very clear ones: to halve inflation, grow the economy, reduce debt, cut waiting lists, and to stop the boats. Those are my priorities. I think those are the priorities of the British people, and that's what I'm going to deliver. And then the other week you saw also for me a significant announcement charting a new approach to net zero, saying we are going to get there, but we're going to do it in a more proportionate, pragmatic and realistic way. I took a lot of flack for that, but I think that's the right thing to do. It's going to save families thousands of pounds up and down the country.